So it's the first gavel with an actual gavel. It's a learning process, but let's give it a shot. XM Samurai Killer Croc. I know I'm really late, but I kind of missed the boat. Wanted to do a gavel on this one, but yeah, he slipped by me. Sneaky mother.
Welcome to Gotham.
Cenobites.
Jesus Christ. Heaven snow. Same city, completely different zip code.
All rise, motherfucker.
So welcome back to another video, you guys. You've clicked on Gotham Cenobites. I'm Terry, and this is the Gotham Gavel for the XM Studios Samurai Killer Croc, and we are now in session. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so the XM Killer Croc. As soon as I saw it, I thought, yeah. I mean, it's probably the first samurai that's caught my eye where I thought it looks phenomenal to me. I'm not a real big fan of these samurais, but I mean, I can appreciate them all for what they are as great pieces of art. It's just none of them have really tickled my fancy, I guess, but they all, look good. The only exception I would probably make would be the Scarecrow. And it's not to say that statue looks bad. It's just, to me, from afar, if you didn't know it was Scarecrow, it doesn't look like Scarecrow to me. Most of the rest of them, they do. And this, from afar, paired up with the rest of these DC, I mean, you're going to know right away who this is. And again, there's only been a few of these things that I like from the start, and this is definitely one of them. And I definitely wanted to do a gavel on this guy, but he kind of slipped by me. I was waiting for him to be released, and then I was doing research on Bane, and I'm like, this motherfucker is already out. So that's when I put a poll up. I'm asking if you guys still wanted me to do it, and here we are. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through the pictures, talk about them together, and then at the end of that, I'm going to go through specs and price, and I'll wait till we get there. So here comes the pictures. Let's get to it. Alrighty, so pictures. So I don't have as many as I usually do with a Prime 1 gavel. I don't want to associate gavels with just Prime 1 because I want to do more, and XM at least doesn't Photoshop you to death. So I appreciate XM for their pictures. This first one has that mid close-up shot, and this is one of our 3 head sculpts and one of our 2 options with the hands. So diving in closer, we see this first head sculpt. This is probably my favorite. Looks pretty good. I like it. I also like the collar, because if you know, at least from the video game, it's probably in a lot more. The collar kind of keeps him from really going ham on you. I do like the beads too. I don't really know Street Fighter or I guess Japanese culture, but the Akuma beads look pretty good. This next one is kind of the full statue shot, but it does have the other arm swap outs. And you see, this one has the two weapons, which looks pretty good. This is how I would display it if I owned this statue. And this is shot from the back. Pause. But yeah, it looks great. There's a small controversy with the water, but I think it looks great. And this is a shot of his back and that big foot he has. So this is another, like that first shot, like a mid close up shot of the weapon switch out. Okay, get on to the next one. And this is the second of the 3 head sculpts, and I really like this one as well. I mean, it's still not my favorite, and I love how XM has a semi-samurai portrait, full-on samurai portrait, but then also like a regular looking portrait. And this is that mid, and if you know his story, Waylon, it's a skin condition, so it's not like he's an actual croc. So the fact that he has white hair and a ponytail, it makes sense to me. And this next one is kind of a sideways shot with that head sculpt and just an overall look at the statue from the side. This is that third head sculpt, and this is that full-on samurai portrait. This one I probably would never use, but I know there's plenty of people out there that have these samurais for this full samurai look like we see here. And this one is done well, I think. I like the detail in it, more hair, and I love that you can see his actual teeth grinning through the hole in the mask. I mean, it looks great for what it is. It's a great piece of art. And this is that same mid-range shot, but that third head sculpt still on here, and then looking at that second swap out you can do with his hands. And this is a close-up shot of one of the weapons, and I love the wrappings. I love like the detail in his hand and a little flash of armor right here. And this next one is the other hand, and like I said, I would only have these weapons in his hands. But I mean, the detail on the armor, on like his forearm and his hand, I mean, and the wrappings on the actual weapon, I mean, it looks fantastic. This is a good shot. That water controversy, a lot of people said that this water looked too clean, but I don't think it would look right being like all sewer. Even though he's a sewer dweller, I don't believe there's too many sewers in the samurai feudal Japan. But and this cool little thing, I call it like the croc Joker teeth thing. That's what it reminds me of. It looks pretty cool. And this is another shot of that. I love this water. Whatever that thing actually is, I'm sure there's a name for it. In the Japanese samurai culture. That looks pretty cool. This is one of my favorite shots because you can see the full like armor, like in his mid or his pants. You can see that awesome, I guess belt buckle armor. I think it looks pretty badass. I love the skulls in the net, and back there behind the skulls, you can tell it's probably like a bottle of rum or whatever they're drinking back then. But just the detail on the armor, and you see the swords on the other side, it looks amazing. And this is a close up on the other 2 hands. This first one, as you see here, that piece of wood is on his arm on this one. And this is the other one. I can't really tell like if that's like a scroll he has in part of his hands, but I mean the armor on that hand is so awesome looking. And now we're getting into measurements. I have it already converted over here. Let's see. 60 centimeters is going to be 23.6 inches tall. 66 centimeters wide is 25.9 inches wide. And then 64 centimeters deep translates into 25.2 inches deep. That is the measurements. Now price. I'm already late on this particular Gavel. But so I don't believe the prestige price is available. I don't know if there's a timed like early bird on that, or if the early bird pricing is separate. Because prestige price, I mean, it may still count if you have 4 pieces bought and registered through XM. You still may be able to get that prestige price. So we'll go over it anyways. Prestige is $17.09 and 10 cents in Singapore dollars, which translates into $1,281.76 USD. The regular retail price for all the rest of the unfortunates is $1,899, which translates into $1,424.18 in USD. Now, I do want to reiterate, I believe the Samurai DC license from XM is global. So this shot here is just showing you whatever region you're in, who's going to be your distributor. And for us here in America, it looks like GFX Distribution. I can't really speak from experience with these guys, but I've heard great things. But this next shot, I think it was at a con overseas, and this is him next to the Riddler and the Batwoman. I didn't think this guy was up for pre-order, so I don't think Batwoman is. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Riddler or Scarecrow, but Batwoman looks pretty good. And I believe these next few shots are him in the actual Singapore XM location. So this is him like in real world lighting, which it still looks just as good. I mean, yeah, great looking piece. And then another got his big foot. But yeah, this picture, I mean, it's just, you can just see the detail in this thing is amazing. And then I think that one more picture from the XM in Singapore. This is just a close-up. Yeah, so that's going to do it for pictures. Alright, people, so final kind of thoughts on this thing. The XM Samurai Killer Croc. I'm not really a huge fan of the Samurais in general, but this one I feel looks amazing, and I do feel like, I mean, this could be a one-off. Like if you're looking for a pretty decent looking Killer Croc in a regular quarter scale collection, I do believe with the weapon switch out and that basic, Killer Croc head, I believe this thing would look pretty good in just a regular collection. I mean, that is of course my opinion. To me, in my opinion, this is, I can't speak for unlicensed, but this, to me, in my opinion, as of filming this is the best looking licensed Killer Croc in my opinion. I know a lot of people love the Prime one, but to me, it's the younger Arkham, I'm pretty sure it's Arkham Origins Killer Croc. Wasn't a big fan of the way that one looked. But again, that is just my opinion. I've never seen him in person, but to me, I would rather have this. If I needed a Killer Croc in my collection, I would rather have this one. So I do say it gets the Gotham stamp of approval. But it is not coming home for me. But I do think it is a great looking piece, and as I always say, and now I can physically do it, this is where I hand the gavel to you. What do you guys think? Do you think this thing looks good? Do you think it stands up? Do you think it can hold up in a collection of just a regular Gotham setup and have a Samurai Croc? Or do you think it has to stay with all the rest of the Samurais? And do you think it's worth just, coming in your collection alone? Let me know down below if you love the Samurais. Of course, if you have it coming, just leave all those comments below. Let me know. And that is going to do it for this one. I have to watch back all of what I said because I filmed it like 4 times. Like in the middle of me doing this, my Chromebook just shut down and went through an update. So a lot of the stuff I recorded didn't get saved, so I don't know how many times I've tried to do this, but anyways, I don't want to say something that I've already said if it did save. But if you guys like the video, please hit the like button. As far as I know, XM is going to have plenty of announcements next weekend, so there may be another Gavel or two coming really soon. But you guys let me know. Subscribe if you want to. And as always, I appreciate you all watching. Thank you so much. And whatever it is, whatever the next one is, I'll see you on the next one. Well, actually, court is adjourned. Take it easy, guys. I'll see you on the next one. So what's up, everybody? Did you hit that subscribe button? Why not? We're giving away these 5 books. I'm about to put over my face. We're giving away all 5 of these books. The 4 of the metal books put up by me. The 5th, the Batman Who Laughs book, put up by the very kind and gracious Steve over at Casual Nerd Problems. And not only did he come in clutch with this 5th book, The Batman Who Laughs, that immediately picked up after the metal event, but he also went out and got it signed, here you see, by Scott Snyder. Big thank you to you, Steve. Thank you so much for always being there. Thank you so much for supporting me as much as you have. It is awesome that you gave up that book was signed for this giveaway. So stick around, like this video, subscribe, and we're gonna go live once we hit 500 subscribers on both channels, here at Gotham Cinebites and over at Casual Nerd Problems. So subscribe to both, that way you have double the notifications whenever that video does go live. As always, I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate everybody who subscribes. You might as well get you all 5 of these books. So yeah, thank you so much. Stick around for that giveaway.